Welcome back, and welcome back. We're getting ready to bake a wacky cake. We've got a cup and a half of all-purpose flour, a cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of hot cocoa. I said hot cocoa, but no, unsweetened cocoa powder. We've got a teaspoon, here we go, a teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking soda. We're going to use a teaspoon of vanilla extract, which ended up being more like a tablespoon for me. We're going to use a teaspoon of vinegar, a 1/3 cup of vegetable oil, and a whole cup of water. Here's your shot. Now let's get baking. All right, we're going to start by putting in the dry ingredients. That's a cup and a half of flour. Okay. We've got a whole cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 of a cup of the unsweetened cocoa powder, and then we're going to go in with that half a teaspoon of salt, and then that teaspoon of baking soda. All right, that's it with the dry, and we're going to give it a little juice. Just to kind of let them get closer to one another, get to know one another. Just pretty much to combine them together, okay? And this is a delicious cake. It's simple. It's easy. Alright. So now I'm going to go in with that vanilla extract. I'm using a whole tablespoon. Feel free to go by the exact measurements of 1 teaspoon. I'm going to go in with that vinegar, which is 1 teaspoon. The vegetable oil, 1/3 of a cup. And then the 1 cup of water. And now we're going to mix this yet again. And I'm going to go get my mixer. And I'm just going to kind of combine it a little bit. And then we're just going to mix it for about a minute, just to combine everything. Okay, let me go get that. I'll be right back. All right, I'm going to give it a good mix. And I'm going to do it for 1 minute, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm going to spray this down with the Crisco butter spray that you know I love so much. Feel free to use any spray you want. All right, and then we're just going to get this into a preheated oven of 350. And we're going to bake her anywhere from 30 to 35 minutes. And this isn't going to be a huge serving, but it'll be just enough, okay? To get your fix on. Now, if you want to make a bigger batch, just double the ingredients. I'm just going to get all of that out of there. And then I'm just going to juice it so it can even its way out. Come on. There we go. And in the oven she goes, 350, 30 to 35 minutes, okay? And I'll see you back then. All right, this is our icing for our cake. I've got in here 3 tablespoons. I'm going to go ahead and use my whisk. 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We've got 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. 1 tablespoon of honey. Yes, honey. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. 1 cup of the powdered sugar, confectionate sugar, whichever you want to call it. And then we've got 3 tablespoons of milk, or you can use heavy whipping cream. I use milk. Let me scrape those edges a little bit. And this is our icing for that delicious cake. Icing is really simple. You just got to have a few simple little ingredients on hand. Okay, let me clean up the powdered sugar I didn't put everywhere. I'll be right back. Here's our cake. Here is our delicious icing that we just made from scratch. And And we're just going to pour some of that on there. Like I tell you, a lot of things are really easy to make. It's just knowing what ingredients it takes to put in them. I mean, it is really easy to make. Everything, I think, is pretty much easy to make. I mean, all you got to do is follow a few little instructions. Know what ingredients it takes to put in them. And I'm not going to put a thick layer on this. And, I mean, you'll be amazed at what you can create. All right. I'm going to cut a slice of this and give her a full close-up. I'll be right back. And there she is. Things made easy with Gigi. All day, every day. Please like, subscribe, and feel free to share. Everybody be blessed and stay safe. You'll see Gigi on the next one. Take care, you guys.